My beautiful stars, reading time, movement reading time. I'm seeing my little spy card, but I'm hearing that good old hey girly message text. So this could be more of a feminine energy looking in right now. Unless it's a male vessel that shines more in their feminine or wounded feminine energy. But let's just confirm first. Okay. Oh. Okay. Well, is that someone else? There's definitely another energy lingering in the right collective's energy. Just be careful, because this says there's someone in the middle, and I don't want to be so dramatic, but trying to sabotage this. I don't know if it's sabotage this, but I do think you've got someone watching in, definitely wanting to exchange some words to you. Now, these two together I've allocated as, unfortunately, a lost pregnancy. So that's just clearly a detail to tie the right collective to this. You could have unfortunately lost a pregnancy with someone connected to your heart space, or this person here. There's some form of detail tied to the right collective to do with a pregnancy, right? Even if it was this somebody else that, I'm not going to lie, I'm hearing entrapment. I don't want to say it, but it's coming to my mind. Pregnancy as well, especially if that is a little bit more of a malicious energy. Okay. All right, makes sense with this time of year and all of our, and on the 20th, first time ever recorded in history, Saturn and Neptune are 0 degrees in Aries. Never been recorded before, but let's be real, there's a little bit of karma flying around right now. So whatever is on its way for this collective, it's tied into your personal cycles. This card is literally about fate, karma, something that ended. It says may begin again, but again, I feel this collective, you're about to have some form of full circle moment. And there's a reason I just brought up the 20th of February. Maybe write that date down. And we've got our eclipse on the 17th in Aquarius, which I don't think we've had one of them since 2016, 2019. So go back to, if you can remember that far back and what happened around that time. Okay. I actually want one more for your top row. Pets. So these are details for a reason. Again, maybe to tie you to this external person, or even if it is connected to a person on your heart. Pets could be an important detail here. You could have just got a pet, but also your pets, maybe every time I see this, I see, especially if your energy is shifting for something cosmic right now, your pets may be acting a little bit funny around you. So giving you more love, or kind of staying away from you, or their routines kind of changing a little bit. Okay, let's confirm these. Somebody else. There it is, the hey girly message. My angels. So underneath, someone else is in the middle trying to sabotage this. You've got confession and fire sign. So this person may be a fire sign. And again, it doesn't need to be coming from a female. I'm just feeling a very wounded kind of feminine energy here. Okay, and I always say wands in tarot is days. Actually, let's get some detail about this, because this is an important row for this collective. I feel this person's been itching to come forward to the right collective. Hold on, they could be in Aries. Tell me you heard that. Did you hear that horn? Sign. 5 of Wands. be careful. They could be bringing a bit of chaos. Okay, so only card that's up. This Knight of Wands I've allocated as my wounded teenage boy. Someone that's quite volatile, holds a grudge, very unpredictable, right? Very argumentative energy. This person could be younger as well if they're presenting as a knight. So maybe early 20s, mid 20s. They're hasty. This is also a card of jealousy, but arrogance. So, okay, Justice in reverse. They could be a Libra, but this card specifies cancel culture, being shamed and blamed, right? Maybe this person might not have the nicest feelings towards you as a person, but this is also about an extreme imbalance and unfair, and I think that's kind of what's leading this person. I feel they're maybe in a little bit of victim mentality right now, but I do think, and I'm hearing it for a reason, I actually feel this person has maybe not had the nicest things to say about you behind closed doors, right? You definitely, I feel, know who this person is because they have an opinion on you. Okay, so I don't think you're going to be shocked at who you receive the message from. It's more maybe what the message entails. Wow, look at this person. So they're definitely stuck in their karmic cycles. This person wouldn't be activated per se, knowing their lessons in life, and they're self-indulgent, they're excessive, they could struggle with addictions. Just a very imbalanced mindset, right? Very impulsive, just doesn't really think about things properly, right? Quite materialistic, just very surface level kind of energy, but very selfish. And you have two cards here. Well, let's be real, three cards of very imbalanced energy, right? I feel this person, again, even though I'm saying I feel they've been holding this back for a while, I think what drives them to you is through impulse. There's clearly something that happens, and I feel this collective just intuitively. It's connected to someone in your heart space, especially this row here. I feel there's something that's happened maybe with this person, and it's kind of, it's not nice. It does feel like a malicious kind of energy, why they're coming forward. It feels like someone's not getting their way with something, right? Let's get one more. You've got fire, water, and air here on the spread. Fire is clearly, because you got it here in your purple cards, but let's be real, that is a card of action, right? Maybe coming through with an excessive, passionate way. I do want one more. Okay, then Two of Swords, they're blinded. Like I said, I don't think, and they've been sitting on this decision for a while, right? Which makes me feel, I'm going to be honest, this person, I think they've threatened to do this quite a few times, right? But the way they're coming through, they're not telling you everything. They're still withholding some things here, right? So just be careful, because I find when people do something like this, they can present very sweet, like they've got your best intentions at heart, but really they're doing it more for themselves, right? So just be careful with this one. And I even think some of the things this person may say more towards you, I just be careful you're not being blinded, right? Trust your intuition. I'm going to break this down in detail, this reading, but just straight off the bat, especially the kind of personality trait they are, that's not something that can be trusted, or to make you overwork yourself, right? I wouldn't be playing into the games here. But let's confirm the rest of these, especially with this Knight of Wands in reverse. That arrogance, very self-focused. Okay. Sneaky, and I heard entrapment with this. There is something here about a lost pregnancy that has liar underneath it, and there is a reason I heard that pregnancy, right? This is a sticky one. I don't normally like to do readings like this, but it's clear why this is coming out. There's some moving puzzle pieces in the background for you, and I just definitely feel this whole energy has affected your heart space, right? And I'm also hearing this, especially if you, because you got to remember this person has shamed and blamed you, right? Cancel culture towards you. If you yourself, unfortunately, went through this, maybe this person really influence this situation to whoever's on your heart space and kind of put you in the category of this, right? I'm hearing both. I'm hearing both for that. So don't make that fit. The right collective, this will all, I always say for readings for you, your mind should be taking you to places, right? Your mind should take you to someone, like you should never have to make something fit, right? It should resonate throughout your soul. I want one more for this. It's definitely something to do with your heart space. This could push someone forward, especially if this is what has affected your dynamic with someone, and maybe you're not completely aware about all those moving puzzle pieces in the background. Maybe it's this person that is wanting to come through and spend time with you, date night, that opens up on a deeper level, which is sad because you don't want someone, especially if you've had friction. It just reminds me of an energy. This person might feel like they're backed in a corner because of what has come to your table. And that's why they're coming through. You want to be careful with that one. Let's see this cycle's fate karma. Okay. So this has, and I could feel it as I was reading it, whatever these cycles have, this has put distance, physical and emotional distance between you and, it says partner, but person, right? And another thing I just heard with this date night, if it isn't this person it's put distance with, maybe it's this confession person that actually wants to see you. Let's take date night away from it. But they want to catch up and have a coffee or something, right? Again, I wouldn't be playing into an energy like that. These cards, that ain't a pure intention. It's coming from a very malice kind of, I'm not getting my way kind of energy, right? Let's get one more for cycles and distance. And there's a reason I brought up 2016, 2000, like I kept bringing up cosmic energy here, right? Maybe you yourself are really into astrology. Like that in itself, it's a detail with something. And maybe this has been a few years, right? This could be, like I said, a moving puzzle piece that has been kind of stuck in limbo on the karmic wheel for a very long time. Okay. Oh, this is underneath pets. I'm feeling you should be having your heart space closed off here, but maybe this is... And I'm actually seeing a little cat doing the little biscuits. Maybe your cat has been doing biscuits on your, you know, your heart space or your womb space, your sacral space. Like your little cat is... clearing energy for you right now. Or if you've got a puppy, even a dog, they're like lying on your chest a lot of recent. I heard that specifically. But there is something here about open up your heart. It'll help you attract more love. There's that spy. I'm surprised it hasn't come out up here. Hold on, one more. Okay, definitely this whole situation affected a breakup, and that's what I've been feeling as I've been reading this. So I just think maybe you're one of my collectives, you didn't get closure to a situation, or it was felt like a cut and run. Like I said, I feel this has been stuck in limbo for a while here, right? And I always say you can't escape the full circle moment. And this is why I tell you guys not to pry, not to spy yourself, not to check, not to open Pandora's box. The universe always aligns and creates full circle moments, believe it or not, when it's not going to make your trauma worse. When you're strong enough, even if it's painful, that you'll get through it, right? And again, I feel this full circle moment. It's all coming down to alignment of energy right now, especially universal cosmic energy. Okay, just quickly, I do want to confirm what's actually around your heart space. And then I just want to get this collective. I just want to see you in general, your tarot, what you're focusing on. I just want to see how you're feeling at the moment. I just feel energetically, if this is something that's destined to come around for a while, you wouldn't be feeling yourself, right? You would definitely, there'd be something kind of heavy in your energy, if you know it or not. Sorry, I'm looking for this little deck. Okay, what's going on here? Oh, first cup. But see what we said at the start? Do not overwork yourself. Don't play into the games. You got the dragonfly. Be lighthearted, finding things out. Things coming to light. Adapt through it. Heal through it. I wouldn't even and I'm going to confirm everything, I wouldn't even respond to this. And definitely, if it is connected to a breakup, a heart space, the last thing you want to do is beeline that other person as well and be like, I just heard this. If I was you, I'm seeing my high priestess. Sit there in mystery. Make both of them stew, right? Don't fall short. Because that's just pure games, and because it's on the karmic wheel, there's lessons to be learnt from you as well. So just be careful with how you're handling this situation. You could be seeing a lot of dragonflies right now as well, but be lighthearted when you find these things out. Like I said, with that full circle moment, this is being released because you're strong enough to deal with it in a graceful way. This collective, you clearly have been focusing on self-worth. This wouldn't come out if you haven't been. You've been focusing on yourself, your self-worth. You've been healing through shadow work. You've been going through self-appreciation. So you'd be glowing right now. I'm going to get your animal cards next, actually. See how you're shining to the world around you. Don't let someone like that energy, that Knight of Wands in reverse, just don't let them, because they're in karmic avoidance. They don't see their cycles clearly like you do. Don't let someone like that take you 10 steps back, right? Okay, so around you, and I think this is coming from this other person, this not enough, lack of, and that's another thing I'm hearing, right? And I will confirm these, but there's a reason this is coming to my mind. If this person that wants to come in, this little spy malicious energy, and put this on the table, and they have been holding it against whoever's connected to your heart space for a long time, and your person's had shame or guilt, or there's something here that's made them think that there's no way you would accept whatever it is about them as a person, and you don't even flinch. One, it's going to backfire in someone else's face, and this person's going to start seeing this whole situation differently, especially if you've been shamed and blamed in the background, right? The reason that's coming to my mind. Again, I just keep hearing handle it with grace. But fear, ego, self-sabotage, there is someone here, and I think this is that, not just this person that you went through heartbreak with, but this other person that's beelining you. It's coming from a lack of self-confidence and literally self-sabotage. The Moth. And I said that too. I think both of these people wear a bit of a mask. This is around your heart space. This is some big energy, my angels, but hiding, gaslighting, pretending, deluding, not showing true feelings here. Remember when that Two of Swords came out? Just watch this one, right? I feel this collective, you would be so connected energetically. I wouldn't surprise me if you read, like you can read energy, or an empath. You know when situations just don't smell right, right? Trust your gut instinct in that moment, not your overthinking mind. Trust what you feel in that. And I always say that gut flash lasts for about 5-10 seconds. Just remember, true intuition does not fight with you. If you are stewing on something for a long, that is not your intuition. That's your overthinking. That's your old belief system that this journey of this is trying to heal out of you, right? So don't let, especially if you're an energy reader, this other person's lack of confidence come over you and you mistake it for your own, right? Okay, one more. It's funny because this deck here, the last card, Open Up Your Heart, you do have some form of, this is such a messy energy, right? This is clearly something, especially if it's being cosmically guided. Let it be, it opens up a line for you and whoever this other person is that is connected to your heart space, or let it be, it's finally what you need to release this. You've got unconditional love, the falling in love. You've got the love card around your heart space, right? Again, I've just got to get more detail to confirm. So let it be this finally releases you, or it opens a path back for whoever this other person may be. Intuitively, I'm going to be honest, I think these two people are as messy as each other. I'm going to be honest. You are who you hang around, right? But this is nice. But that kind of sticks out like a sore thumb. Okay. Oh my God, girl, it could be a family member of this person or a best friend. That's the permanent fixture. So whoever this confession is coming from, I'm not going to lie, I was feeling more of it like a sexual. This could be someone in this person's family or a friendship. Right? Very malicious. I've allocated permanent fixtures. People that lack boundaries, the fake empaths, the narcissists, right? Oh God, I wasn't expecting that. What's that paired with? Oh, that's weird. But I think this is more, okay, there's a couple things I'm hearing. This is about they like you, romance is blooming. I think this person maybe is getting wind. I'm going to have to connect to this person that is connected to your heart space, that maybe some feelings are starting to blossom again for you, right? It could be that. Or, remember I said, I feel this person is going to present sweet as pie towards you. Like, they're like, pretending like they've got your best interests at heart. I can't see it's because maybe I can't see this person doing this because they have feelings for you. I think it's more, maybe that did come to my mind. It could be one of those three or all three. Take that detail as it fits. But I more think it's because this person, it's like they can feel it just started raining. Can you hear that? Sign. That maybe feelings are blossoming. Maybe they found something on this person's phone that ties them to you. Whatever it is, that's weird because it's someone your person clearly has trust towards. Again, don't play into it, because if it's a permanent fixture, it's a permanent. If it's a family member, it's always going to be a family member. If it's a childhood friend, I would again just be staying silent with that, bro. That is not good. And just for you again, it confirms this person needs boundaries, and I think boundaries of silence. Listen to that rain. It's thundering. Can you hear that rolling? Stop it. Okay. I always say when it rains, gods are crying. Oh God. Oh God, you've had to go through a lot. So whatever this was, it broke your heart. You got the broken heart with the healing heart and the self-indulgence. So this is around your heart space. So there's still parts of you that grieve over this, but every time you do, you focus on your healing, your shadow work, going within, understanding what part of your soul, what trauma holds you to a messy situation like this. I think this collective, like I said, it's a puzzle piece in the background you're not aware of, but clearly, however you guys went through separation, it was painful. It put you into a state of, it wouldn't surprise me, a spiritual awakening, right? These three together. So I do think right now, as you're watching this, you probably have a lot of strength over you, but again, you're not feeling yourself. That's what I'm going to confirm with tarot, but I said it before, I don't feel this collective, you're feeling yourself. I feel, especially if all of a sudden you've been thinking of this person that broke your heart, right? And you haven't been thinking about them of recent. Listen to this rain. It's getting heavier and heavier. This is important. This collective, you've gone through a lot with this, so be careful. Again, it seems like you're taking steps forwards. Taking steps forward. Don't let this take you 10 steps back. Healing heart with, wow. All right, this is not enough. Okay. There could be a marriage tied to this whole situation. It's about soul connection, though. Healthier choices. There's a few here. I could feel it. However this happened, this is clearly something that was lingering around in your separation. So the reason you went through grieving and mourning and having to heal, this is like the most painful separation card here. It was done in silent treatment and abandonment, especially if you were married to this person or planning marriage. How this happened, clean cut and run. So you've been left with unanswered questions for a long time, but the hovering over the phone, spying. Be careful. This could be this person, because I was feeling that more connected to your heart space person, finally reflecting on everything, because they've got this hanging over their head, right? There's a reason I say everything, and I feel this person, if they do come forward, it's more because they're backed in a corner now, especially if you choose silence. They're going to want to know what you know, right? Be careful. Mask. Don't like that, bro. Oh. Well, this definitely is an obstacle. I don't want to say coming into union yet with this collective, because this card says transcending obstacles, learning, expansion, new phase as well. And just the theme of this energy, clearly big fat obstacle. I will confirm universe's perspective, but like I said before, intuitively, I think both of these people are as bad as each other, right? So I think this ascending is more, this mask is about to break open. You know that movie, Dark Shadows, where the witch goes into the chandelier and she starts to crack away? Like that. I saw that in my mind just then. I just think it's more the mask is about to finally come down, right? But like I said, whatever the case, after this obstacle is removed it's clearly created an abundant block for you. And abundance isn't just money, like a true energy block for you. It's like no matter how much you heal, and it's always this lingering bit of pain at the remembrance of this, right? Or this person. But let's get this love card. Finally, you'll be able to move on properly. That's what I'm feeling from this. But you're going to find happiness in your... I do think you found happiness, but I just think your heart space is going to feel content again, right? Let's get one more. And you could meet someone. And that is that coffee date night, right? But with the right person. What's your whole reading? Like I said, I wouldn't advise seeing this person. Not for a copy. Okay, one more for that. Oh. You could even have their eye on you, love-wise, that haven't... Secret admirer, I just heard. There could be someone that has been holding their cards back when it comes to this with you. Or maybe you even kind of know this person. You've kind of friend-zoned them maybe because your heart space isn't completely healed. Maybe it's someone you already spend quite a bit of time with, but unfortunately because... there's a part of you, which is a very nice energy. If you're someone that is focusing on healing before dating, even if you have someone beautiful trying to really give you beautiful energy, that's really nice, because it's like you're not wanting to hurt anyone because you know your heart space is still blocked. Not even that you're craving this person, but it's like you know you haven't healed from it, right? That's really good, because a lot of people, especially this day and age, social media, dating sites, they band-aid over their trauma. This collective, you ain't doing that. So if you do have someone that has potential of true unconditional love, but this has been blocking you, no wonder it's coming full circle, right? I'm hearing a few things for this one. There's definitely someone in your energy already that has their eye on you. Beautiful. And eclipse season, to remove things, to welcome the right things. Okay, just one more overall. That was engagement ring. And then I just want to get your animal cards quickly. I want to see how you're shining, and then we'll get whatever the case, this is beautiful. I feel this ties in. You are about to have your heart space ignite again, right? Insane chemistry with someone which maybe you thought you would never find again. Liking each other equally, having fun, right? I feel your heart space is about to be set free in a beautiful way. It's kind of like this rain, the eye of the storm. You get through this little bit of storm, handle it gracefully because you are graceful, and watch that sun come out, right? With that double rainbow. Divine intervention's taking place here. And you've got the sword, the truth on its way, dragonfly. And you got both of the ones about, this one is about protect yourself. Be in power through this truth. And again, be lighthearted. Don't let it affect you. This is all tied to that karmic wheel. Karmic retribution is what I just heard. All right, let's quickly get your animal cards. I want to see you as a collective, you kind of who you are energetically as a person. And then we are going to get universe's perspective here. And then we'll tap into true intention and see how this goes first. Okay. As a collective. Why am I seeing my dragon in my mind? I feel you're very connected energetically to up above. You got the crow though. You're special, because I was seeing my dragon. The dragon, the eye in the dragon, the one that sees all. You are connected to your magic. You are connected to your sight, your intuition. This collective, I'm telling you, I feel you feel this. I feel you feel it around your energy. Or your energy's definitely taking a hit right now. You're not feeling yourself. You've got the crow here. This is my witchy poo card. Oh. You were connected to that ancestral blood that runs through you. Listen to this. It's like listen to this rain through this reading. Whenever, and I'm in Australia, it's summer. Whenever it rains like this for a collective, I always feel so much power through the collective. Very strong spirit team. Wouldn't surprise me if you're a practitioner. But deep in your soul, whatever's about to come to your table, I think you've had intuitive nudges about this, but it's just never come to fruition, right? But I think You've had moments of thinking this. It's going to be like that moment. You know when something happens and you're like, oh my God, why didn't I trust my intuition? Right? It's kind of one of those moments. Oh, you got the dolphin and you're a spiritual healer. Don't make it fit. But you don't even know how powerful you are. You don't give yourself enough credit. So everyone around you would see your power. You find your happiness and your stillness and emotional center make sense, the healing heart through the shadow work, through all the pain you've been through spirituality, through the divine. But you don't give yourself enough credit. You would heal so many and you wouldn't even know it. This dolphin literally helps so many, but feels like it's doing nothing at all. Let me read it to you. Oh, you'd be such a beautiful... And that's why you need to handle this gracefully. And we split it on the Phoenix. Gosh, this will be a Phoenix period. I think I've gone... There we go. Innately intelligent. You're a healer, light and blessings. The gifts of the dolphin are beyond what our human minds can grasp. And it makes sense with this person victimizing you, shaming you. It would be your gifts. It would be your sight. It would be your magical soul. I always say, I don't know why our spiritualists are put in the toot-toot basket. It just dumbfounds me. Often drawn to the arts of healing as they are sensitive to the subtle and enjoy working on the level of spirit. And remember I said right at the start, this collective, I feel you're an energy reader. You would be aware of any subtle shift in anyone's energy, even worldly energy. And we kept saying here, there's something with you that's being impacted energetically right now because you can feel this around you. It is easy for the dolphin types to underestimate the impact that they make in the world, which this collective you would. It means you'd be very humble. These creatures play such an important role in the wheel of karma. I didn't even know that said that here. And that's what's coming. Sorry. What's wrong with me? I get so into it. That's a big part of this reading. The wheel of karma, that coming into contact with a dolphin type will change the entire course of your day or even your life. This card can also indicate a profound blessing is on its way, and it is, because look what this is opening the door to for this collective. Oh, this is huge. Your heart space is about to open again. Amazing. When in balance, you're an active healer, strong spiritual practices. When you're out of balance, you underestimate your own power. And I'm speaking to you as you underestimate your own power. That's how I've been. So that means you're not in balance with your dolphin energy right now. Believe in yourself. All right. And isn't that funny? Spiritual protector. Panther. Black panthers, cougars. They could be... important sign for you. Same with crows and dolphins. I always say, I'm being called to say this, especially if you are someone that watches collectives, you should always have allocated signs to your team to also not just that the reading completely resonates, but that you see certain things throughout the reading to confirm it's for you. I say the same with incense. Light an incense, see what direction it's going. If it's coming towards you, readings coming in, it's for you. If it's going opposite, not for you. I always say watch readings out in nature as well. See what animals come by in your reading. You should have allocated signs. This collective, you probably already know that. That's probably why I'm saying that for you guys, being this kind of energy. Angel shuffle. So when you're listening to a reading, ask for confirmation through music and then go press shuffle on your playlist. Or again, just grab a random book, automatically just go to a page that's intuitively called to you. See what that first line says as well. Oh, divine messenger, true channel, the hawk. Maybe you've been seeing hawks as well. You're a true child of the divine. You'd have goddess energy, God energy. Beautiful. You got 2 air and water here as well. Have I gone past it? Watchful, all-seeing messenger of divinity. The sharp eyes of the hawk watch our every move. This keen-eyed bird has the ability to see every little detail as well as the bigger picture. Look at your soul. Look at how gifted you are. When this card appears, fate has its eyes on you. Fate, the karmic wheel. And the winds are shifting, truly. It is said that the hawk carries news upon its wings and is sent from divinity itself to deliver it. The message should not be taken lightly, though it may seem small or insignificant. It will eventually redirect your course. So you redirect people in life. You have profound words, and again, you don't even understand how profound your soul is and the words that you speak. And you've got this magical blood that runs through your veins. Powerful. Let's get one more. Just seeing this right now, my advice for this collective, trust what you feel. I feel there's a lack of trust in your soul right now for what you're feeling, what you're intuitively being nudged towards. Again, you are a true channel. You're a bridge. You're a bridge between 2 worlds. I'm seeing my high priestess with this. Last one. On your spiritual development, your spiritual healing. Frogs. You could have just found a frog in your house. I always say if a frog comes into your house, I find this as it's literally a sign your whole life's going to change, right? Or you've just seen a frog outside. That's important. But the spiritual journey you've been through. So you're a collective. Yes, I say we're all born spiritual beings, but I think, remember I said I feel you were activated maybe because of all of this. You came out of your dormancy. You activated your dormant abilities. So even though maybe your whole life you were drawn to, you know, these kinds of things, you yourself would have been stuck in that 85%. I think you've had an activation later through life, this collective. But maybe right now you feel, and isn't it funny, it's the rain going over that frog. You feel like you're in a bit of a storm cloud. You're in a deep cocooning period of healing right now. And maybe this is why you're not trusting maybe your abilities or just what you're feeling in your current state. They're really confirming this for what comes next, to believe in you and where your gut instinct is leading you, right? Okay. Let's just quickly confirm from the universe. Right, this situation, advice for this collective. Oh, you didn't. I wasn't feeling that. The only card that's up, you got it. Your 4th card. There's only one, there's a swan card in here, but there's only one twin flame actual card in this. If it is, remember the black part. True love is opening for you after this is removed. I do say with true divines, there's always karmic interference long before you guys find each other, right? But if it's not this person, this is definitely being activated in your energy right now. You are a divine being, so you're going to meet your divine. Just believe in that. Twin flames, divine partner, your mirror, heart chakra activation, the big passion, the heart that came out last, reflection, catalyst of your awakening, everything we say, watch the whole reading, but balancing your masculine and feminine energies. Stop it. Well, it needs to be solved. That's what's coming to this collective's table right now. The silent treatment, the axe, the backstab, the ruin, sexuality. But this snake energy, again, maybe you've started to realize it's counterproductive even focusing on it. You've had to go through so much self-indulgence, healing, Again, watch the whole thing. Star! You could be an aqua, but this is a miracle card for me. Whatever's coming, it's finally going to reinstill that serenity, peace, and calm. It's the eye of the storm right now, and it stopped raining. But I always say this star, it's trusting in that universal flow of life and those full circle moments, and understanding everything has to happen for a reason, right? And rejection is redirection. It is protection. So whatever's happened here... Oh my God! You got both of them. You got the... Holy moly. You could have a soulmate hanging around you too, this part. Because I did feel, whatever the case, you're about to be very happy, right? In the heart space. You've got, or you could resonate with twin souls. You got both. There's only 2 cards in this deck. Only 1 twin flame card, but this one says soulmate and twin flames. The one, a pair of things, deep soul connection, blooming love, faith, divination, fluid. And it just started pouring again. It stopped, and now it's pouring. Stop it. This is magic. This reading started off so messy, and let's be real, this journey is messy. But look at that. That is absolute magic. It's just that one little... that's there, and that is what's about to be solved for this collective. And isn't it funny, again, everything we say, it started off so messy. It's like this interference has made this whole situation just messy and icky. But either way, this collective about to be very, very, very happy when it comes to your heart, right? You're going to love the right way. Your heart's no longer going to be blocked here. Beautiful. And as well with this aqua, it could be one of these connected energies too. Okay. And you've got the Fool, your new story, Tarot. The Fool is the start of the story in Tarot. So you've got your new beginning coming. But this says major opportunities, jumping in, just do it, embrace the unknown. Maybe. But that's definitely coming towards you right now. But this is going to reignite that innocence and purity in your soul again. Number 9. 6, 7, 11, 11, and 9. All right, let's confirm these. Swans, you need to balance. This may make you want to unleash the inner beast with what's coming. Remember, lighthearted, but... this first card here, breaking free, wild versus tame, strong emotions, driving force, which is coming towards you right now, freedom, unleashing the inner beast, and 64, that's my favorite angel number. 64, so the flower of life has 64 circles, and I believe my universal truth. That's our creator's energetic print. Flower of life. We all have our own energetic print around us. That's how the universe reads us, through the colors that shine through our print, right? Stallions, horses, and we're coming into the year of the fire horse on the 17th. Balance your emotion with what comes next. 6 of the 4th, 4th of the 6th, AA, initials, star, and Libra. So you could be a Libra Acra. You could have just had, what's that green slimy stuff? Ochra. You could be an Aquarius Libra pairing, but air signs clearly important, but justice, purple curtain, karmic debris, karmic retribution coming. Purple curtain in the justice card, all of our good and bad karma. Life lessons, move through this situation with integrity, know who you are, but truth. That's going to balance your energy and clearly life, especially heart space. So justice and the star are at play in your life right now. This is a powerful spread, this. And I was not feeling it in the beginning. Like I said, I felt this was very messy, but look at what it's opening a path for. So this says 1 to 2 weeks and 2 to 4 weeks. So the next month ahead for you, got some big stuff, right? All right, let's see this little snake. 11 and 17 could also be important numbers for you. Or 17th of November could be an important date. Snake. Coming out of your shedding season. You could have just seen a snake skin or an actual snake as well. Chariot, destined, because it's the obstacles. Sorry, my washing machine. So this snake, it's on the Chariot. It's part of your destiny, this whole dynamic, this whole situation. It's part of your journey, but the obstacles are about to be removed. You can't stop what's on the Chariot, not when it's been activated by cosmic and justice energy either. So Cancer could be another important sign here. I feel this person, again, been dangling that carrot to clearly, whoever this person is, you've got two very powerful loves around you. The right collective, maybe for about 1 to 3 months, right? Whatever's coming, it's on. It's to create forward movement. You would be getting tested with your temperament right now and how you're speaking, because what's coming next, you need to have that graceful, calm approach. I've just watched from the beginning. It's all part of it, because the Justice card's on here, right? It's how you handle this. So you would be getting tested with, you know, disagreements around you. How are you speaking? How are you handling challenges with people? Are you intolerant? Are you adding fuel to the fire? There's something here. The universe is testing you with your temperament prior this, because again, I feel this is finding you not just for the hey girly message, but for the temperament you need to deal with. I said it before. I feel it's not just a puzzle piece for this person, your silence. It's to also accelerate something in the heart space energy, that person, for how they view you. You're not meant to add fuel to the fire here. Again, there's something about your high priestess kind of sitting in mystery, making both of these people squirm a little bit, right? Very important. There's something destined tied to this, and it's your middle row. Twin. Effective communication, as we're saying it. It could be this person. It could be, because this is about coming into harmony. This is about effectively starting to communicate, about compromise. And there's that dolphin again. Dolphins are an important sign. 12, 11th of the 12th, 12th of the 11th. Being in tune with this whole situation. As we're talking about how you need to handle this communication-wise, it's very important. This is a very, very good spread. Very good. This new beginning. Sun, and that's my yes card as we said it. Truth, self-realization, breaking through pride and ego. Sun, things are truly about to be illuminated. But strength, divine masculine energy too. Reason over instinct, and there's 2 sun cards in and the Phoenix, and I felt you guys were going through that before. Reason over instinct. Balance your emotion before reaction. And sometimes they say it can take a week or 2 to sit in that sense of urgency of impulse, right? People think I'll wait an hour, I'll wait a day. Nope, you're more obsessively thinking. You may need to a couple weeks before making any kind of decision. Literally wait till your heart is balanced. But this is going to create a complete renewal, total transformation. Catalyst of heart's awakening. You've got 2 here. That makes sense with that purple deck about how you're going to open your heart through this, right? But it's going to take time. This is very, very good energy. Very good energy. Okay. Because we've got so many 20 cards that have come out. I've actually got, I just want to confirm who is actually connected to your heart space, because I'm still on the fence with that first part. So what we're going to do is we're just going to get, let's see this person's intention. Your mind should take you to the right person. Okay. We'll get this, their emotions, their feelings towards you, how they see you, and then we'll get tarot with what this situation's going to bring. Good. So this person, they've spiritual practices, which means they're activated. I always say you can't have a divine counterpart with one bloody activated person. I'm healing myself through meditation and spiritual practices. It's the only way I can make myself feel whole again. Number 25. And that Phoenix card's 25 as well. So 25 is another important number here. That's a good first card. Fateful encounter. So you guys, the right person, serendipitous moment. And I find true divines, it's literally sent universally. It's like serendipity. You go out with a friend, you meet someone, you're at a coffee shop, you meet someone, you start a new job, you meet them there. It's just very universally aligned. It's not you looking. It's kind of like you just cross paths in this magical way, and there's that instant connection. Okay, tumultuous life. So this person is reflecting on trauma and childhood trauma. So the axe energy, not feeling enough, the self-sabotage, making healthier choices, hovering over their phone, that could be this person, right? Reflecting, especially if this person's been dangling this carrot of these truths that they're going to let rip, right? It makes sense with why they're reflecting on childhood trauma, especially the trauma you guys have both shared. So that means this collective, another detail, you guys have spoken about childhood wounding with one another. We have experienced so many similar things in our lives. I always thought I was the only one to have experienced these things. I take comfort in knowing you do understand me. So they'd be reflecting on past conversations about this. If that hasn't happened, not your collective, right? That fateful encounter wanted to come out again. Number 72, Dark Night of the Soul, stripping back the illusions. Soulmate. So they're seeing you as a soulmate. 78, very lucky angel number. If you're seeing a lot of 78, big sign. I feel you are my equal. You make me want to be a better person, not just for you, but also for my... So they really are going through soul transformation. Good. Big green flag. You challenge me to change and grow. Love that. Spiritual practices. Unsent. Whoa. So they've been sitting on this. Maybe it's not them feeling backed in a corner. If they've been sitting on this and trying to heal through this energy, right? They're sitting on an unsent message, especially when it comes to spiritual development and soul discovery, which is good. Winter, this could be an important memory they're going over. December 22nd, February 6th, February 7th to March. Oh, hold on. That was my washing machine. It sounded like it was going to fly through the wall just then. Oh my God. Sigh. Maybe your washing machine just went off balance too. Oh God, I'm out of breath. All right. Okay, so because of certain childhood trauma, there is something they're reflecting on with this charismatic Casanova. It reminds me a lot of emotional avoidance, tying to situationships, not opening themselves up to depth of emotion in the heart space. Anytime they feel something intense, it's like they push it away, right? So maybe this person's done some naughty things because of this. Definitely wouldn't have treated people right because of this, including collective. Again, this person left you in axe energy. It's funny, I'm looking at this unsent messages, the top secret. This ties into the first part. I think part of this, it's not just about emotion, it's whatever this somebody else is wanting to confess to you. right? It'd be very hard for this person to be honest about this, and this is why you handling it with grace, it's going to change this person's perspective completely, because they think that you hearing this, you wouldn't even give them the time of day. You can see through this part that this is just, for me, intuitively making me feel it's completely aligned with this situation. So the right collective, your intuition would be taking you to that as well. I do still think you've got some form of soul connection tied to you as well, but this just, especially with this here and this row, it's reminding me of that axe energy. 76 and 30. Yes, so with the soul connection, they're starting to understand how deep they really feel for you, especially if they're turning to spirituality. I'm surprised the 20 card didn't come out, but Dark Night of the Soul, again, that wanted to come out twice. I genuinely believe this person is. One more. Oh, two more. Regret over them not seeing right when they were unawakened. So this person's just started to go through an activation themselves, and this was a huge part with your frog energy, right? But they regret not seeing this sooner. I think I made a mistake. I should never have let you go. I should have stayed and fought for our connection. And this is why they're reflecting on why they don't do this, right? But I was weak and fearful, definitely fearful about what's being held over their head. Now I'm here mourning the loss of you, rebuilding. I always say this, those masculines are about 6 to 9 months behind your journey, and until they understand the spiritual connection of this, there's no hope. And this person, it's like they have guilt for not seeing this through their unawakened energy. It's not until you activate. I say it to you guys all the time. Before you activate on the divine journey, you breeze through divine knowledge. You don't notice the signs. It's when you're activated, because your frequency's open to it. So you start learning about twin divines. You start seeing all the synchronicities of the world. It's when you're open to receive it. They've been here from the start of time, but when you're not open to access it, you ignore it, right? Anyway, let's confirm their emotion. Oh, what did that split on? Talking to the voice, texting, unsending the unsent messages. So they have tried to write this a few times. Oh, and we got another one. Worried that they've burnt the bridge here. This collective, look what you've been through. Be shitting themselves. All right. That one, anxious, very anxious, stressed. So again, it's being dangled over them. Pressured, burdened, tense, bothered, worried, agitated, feeling really weighed down by this situation. It's sad because I still am sticking to what I'm saying. I do feel the grief over it. I feel this person's feeling backed in a corner right now, and that's not good, because it's the pressure of the whole situation. What's that? Fired up, pumped, butterflies. There's something that doesn't really align. Hold on. One more for that. Love. If they're starting to understand the soul connection aspect of this, and I say this to you guys, once you start learning about divines, you understand about the veils and how this stuff had to be there, like you understand it all. So maybe they're really starting to believe that even with this, if it's meant to be, it will be, there'll be understanding. I definitely think there's a lot of fear over them, but I think in moments of really belief of your connection, they do get, I don't want to say the word excited, but fired up, butterflies, this love, being selfless, respect you wanting the best for them, vice versa, protective, romance, devotion, special place in the heart, the deep soul connection. I think it's when, I do believe they stress more than not, but I do think this person, especially this part with the big yet, oh, we split on divine masculine. Why do I feel this person clearly worried, but may feel that you, especially if they have a lot of memories of your selflessness and your true divine feminine energy, maybe there is a part of them that believes you would, I don't know, I'm stuck on that one. Or maybe they're stressed because they're worried this will, especially if you've got a place in their heart, right? And that's why they're stressed. If this comes out, that's going to go down the wazoo. Because that, as I'm explaining it, I'm like, no, that's not making sense in my mind. I more think they're stressed that it'll be lost, right? With the theme of this reading. Let's get one more for that. Yeah, abandoned, that you'll put your guard up. I think that's why they're stressing so much. Because you got to remember, this person, that's like the main energy. They just don't think you would ever accept this, right? I think they're stressed that when this comes out, you're just going to walk away. Your guard's going to go up. This is going to be it. Final nail in the coffin. Bridge finally burnt, right? That's what from this, because again, the pressure of them feeling backed in a corner, right? Like they have to come forward and explain themselves. And this is why I told you guys, just don't even say anything. It'll put both of these little in like, huh? Just divine or not, how you handle this is going to be very, very important for this collective. One more. Oh, they're addicted to you right now, obsessed. So maybe this person's watching in too. They'd be obsessed in the mind frame over this. They wouldn't be able to let this thought pattern go right now. Literally obsessed, unhealthy interest. Someone's allowing power over them. The dangling the carrot. Adrenaline rush. Dependent. That's not good. Okay, I just quickly want to see how they're seeing you. And then we're going to get tarot for like how they're feeling about you. And then we'll get tarot for what's coming next here. First card. So this person, they know you don't want to deal with it or talk. Maybe that's also why they've been choosing silence. This person, if this has been hanging over them, they could have kept this at an arm's distance this whole time because of this one thing. There's a reason the universe is clearing this out. It's creating a block for you guys. It's really sad. It mustn't be something little, my angels, because this person knows every time they've clearly checked in and they haven't given you that action, you've had enough. So it's like now this person stays away because of this one thing that's blocking it all, right? That's not good. I know you're tired of hearing all my excuses, all talk and no action, so they just stay silent and sit there in longing and that addictive energy. No wonder it's unhealthy. Been avoiding it because of it. Oh, God. Again, this is why it really goes down to how you handle it, because it's going to change their perspective on everything. They do want to do this. I don't think they've planned it, though. Life is full of surprises, and I have something special planned for you. I think this is when this whole... I think for a long time they've wanted to do this, but again, this has been the block here. They're being guided. This is good. My spirit guides are helping me assist in this divine connection with new insights, higher perspective. Slowly but surely, I think there's still more fear than none. Again, if anything, this someone else trying to sabotage this first part. I feel like it's going to create the opposite here. Oh, oh, oh. And fragmentation. I like this deck because it's got a lot of activation cards, and it's guided fragmentation until we make our shadows conscious, which they're going over, the tumultuous lives, why they treat people charismatic Casanova way, especially collective. We still continue to hurt others. This is why they're focused on it so much. Okay, and the energy card, stop it. So with the all talk, the energy that's shifting cosmically, not that they know it, this says I've transformed into my higher self. No, but they're definitely moving forward to my higher self to be with you. Your energy has changed me, and how much they miss you. They would right now, that's for sure. We may not be together right now, but my heart misses you dearly. So again, I've got to stay away and put this at a distance, even though my whole heart and soul craves you. Sad. But the energy is starting to shift. Good. Avoidant. These secrets, let's be real. Oh, well, this is good. So they're about to be very expressive through this, but again, little red flag. Whoa! This is them with how they're coming in expression. So maybe they are very coming. Remember right at the start, I felt feminine energy, wounded feminine from this other person. But maybe how they eventually come through to break this, they're leading with feminine energy, right? Compassion, understanding, kindness. This says you are a goddess who's healed and transforming into my higher self. But I have a feeling this is how they will come through. Moving towards you with confidence, ready to show you how much I love you, right? But I think it's going to come from more of a feminine, soft, gentle energy. Highly expressive. Surprise. Oh my God, the divine timing card. Huge part of this reading. They don't know. And remember I said, I don't feel that they've done this just yet, right? The divine's got a hold of this. That's not them divine timing. Whenever this comes out, something divinely being guided. This was the one card I'm like, I don't think it's happened just yet. But when all this unfolds, the divine is going to take the reins with this one, right? And accelerate that this person does something beautiful here. The universe always delivers in divine timing, cosmic alignment. Be patient, trust the process. Okay, 11, 11, and 4, masculine energy. Guided. They got soulmates again. Really more viewing this as just a soul connection, right? I feel they're activated to the divine energy, but they could more resonate with this. I'm drawn to you in every way. I've never experienced it before. Our love is so deep and complex. Let's get one more. 2 more. Watching. Well, we know that they're addicted. So you've got 2 little spies right now. But underneath being guided and soulmates, if you're a true divine, you would speak about this stuff. So they could be learning from you as well, especially with this fragmentation. Mirroring. Maybe you have kind of detached from the label and you see this just as a soul connection, part of your contract. Your soul is a mirror of my own. Thank you for treating me with love and respect. Well, that ain't mirrored. This collective, I think it's more they understand the reflection of soul, the love and respect. That ain't mirrored here. Let's be real. Watch the whole thing. Okay, planning underneath fragmentation, the butterflies. They definitely get butterflies around. This planning and surprise, it will come the deeper they go into this, and as soon as something goes bing here. And I think part of that being, right, you got the chariot for that snake arrival. I think it's how you handle that. Watch the whole thing. That's part of this going bing. You yourself, your reaction to this is a puzzle piece here. That's why I think you should just not react altogether. But I'm about to get tarot now to confirm. Okay. So normally I will tap into what the person connected to you, their next action will be. But I just want to see in general the next action, especially the theme of this, your advice to how to deal with this situation, and then what the outcome will be. Okay. Contract, lovers. It's all part of your contract, Chariot. But again, big decisions here. I'm not even seeing that as this person or this other. I'm seeing it as your contract, right? I'm seeing that this is being activated more for, like, you can't get past the universal part. But remember what I said in that start. I do believe this will create harmony long term. But remember I said I feel this person is going to present very kind of just fake, and like they really genuinely have your best interests at heart, and just be careful, right? And it's weird. I'm going to say this, and I wasn't feeling it through this reading. It could be your person that comes through first, stressed, right? And then this other person comes in anyway. For that to be the first card, it could be. It could happen that way, right? Again, watch from part 1. Tower. We know. Just be careful. It is very hard to find center in a tower. This is like energy surge. When these come in, shock to the system. So shocking, they break the foundation we have created, right? But this is why you need to have this. As soon as I saw this, I felt this is more of an energetical thing. Makes sense with why it's like, think long term, not short term. Do not be ruled by that energy surge. Whatever's coming, it's meant to break this all apart, right? Because it's what's blocking this connection. But when it comes in, it is going to be very hard for you to be in that dragonfly energy. Just a heads up, right? I always say some towers, it can take people decades to get past towers. But the beauty with towers, it's to create forward movement. It's to remove the ricketiness, to build a bloody castle, an indestructible one at that. So, coming towards you, shocking. But I think it's being accelerated through a tower in these people's lives. Make sense? So it's coming from a malicious place. Just saying. That, I think it's more of an energy thing, right? Think long term, internally. Don't. It's to redirect things. But I'm telling you, remember, it's been raining this whole reading. Catastrophe, this says. Oh God. Destruction, force, change, damage, but to rebuild. But an unforeseen event. Be careful coming from a scarcity mindset, a possessive, my precious. Lack of truth, things still held back here. Right? This person ain't coming in the right mind frame. And this is a card of creature of habit. I think the first part they're presenting is a Knight of Wands in reverse, a Justice in reverse, and a Nine of Cups in reverse, right? Complete karmic avoidance. This person, it's like they play with people's lives, right? And again, what's coming is what's been withheld and not spoken. I'm like seeing it's like vaulted, right? Where this is coming from is such an icky place. I just feel someone very, very controlling, ruthless, lacks life experience, yuck. And there's that fire sign again. So it's, I know I said here, or maybe your person comes through first. Seeing this, no way. This is this person. They're coming in trying to control a situation. They don't have enough life experience. I said this before. They seem really stuck and blinded to their karmic wheel. Clearly repeated lessons. This person, it's like they don't like to see other people happy, right? Ew. I don't like him. in reverse. Terrible. Very ruthless. And Knight of Swords, extreme high, extreme low, not seeing the red flags, so focused on coming to the end stop, not ignoring the warning signs. And this, rapid, it's coming in rapidly, recklessly, foolishly. Quick communication, rapid action, harsh words, reckless. Be careful. Isn't it funny? Look at those and that sticking out like a sore thumb. This is what I think that's more advice from the universe. This is destined to come in this way. Don't be in the moment. Break free from the belief system, right? This needs to be removed. This has been holding your person back. They've been sitting there in long suffering and addiction over you. But because of this, they hide back their emotion because in their brain, it'll never work if this stuff comes to the table. So the fact it is coming to the table, long term, it's removing a very big block that has been keeping you guys away from each other, right? So again, thank this little grub. Okay, your advice. That is such a mean energy. That is mean. Star, cosmic child, and that's in your soul contract part right now. Trust in the universal flow of life. Choose calm. Choose peace. Choose serenity. Choose silence. 7 of Pentacles. Create stillness. Let it germinate. Remember I said to you guys, minimum sit on this for a week or 2 before doing anything. Think of the long-term investment. Think long-term, not short-term. You don't need to say, trust me. Well, you don't need to. I'm just here for advice. You choose silence with this kind of personality type, they are going to lose their banana because they think they've got one up here, right? And I definitely wouldn't turn to your person and say, they just said this. Just let it be. Let it be. Let the seed germinate. Let them both stew. Delay this. Saturn's gift, karmic retribution. Let your spirit team deal with this one and you'll be rewarded through the frustration, right? Hand it over to spirit. So I'm going to choose grace here. I'm going to trust in the universal flow of life. I hand this over to you, right? Let them work its magic. Don't move. Quick confidence. Lead the way. Connect. Know who you are. You know why she's so magical? She sits on her throne and her wand is the connection to up above, the hawk. She has that magic crow as well that runs through her veins because she knows. Do not be swayed by any of this. Don't even let someone like that access you. They don't even deserve a word. Have confidence in who you are. And remember this, my ears, both of them just started ringing. This part, this is where you're going to really need to trust yourself. Be confident here. It's all coming from up above. And this is a miracle card for me. Could lead to a miracle if you surrender it. Breakthrough, epiphany, clarity, logic, not emotion. One more. 5 of Wands in reverse. This is about solutions, harmony, but within. Don't give it to them, within. And definitely don't give in to chaos and conflict and this. Peace and resolve internally. You know what you need to say to yourself? If it's meant to be, it'll be, right? There's nothing you can say to someone like that. They'll manipulate. They'll misconstrue. Even if you ignore them and go to your person's waiting for a reaction. This is what's been keeping them away. Honestly, just... And that's what you need to have in the back of your mind. At least it's out. At least it's out in the open. Okay, what will the outcome be here? Rebirth, that's good. You know what I'm seeing with this rebirth card? Remember the ascending, and I said this obstacle needs to be transcended. It's the only way to really create that transformation, a new beginning, right? Ten of Cups, that one. Hierophant, perfect. Okay, I think it's final, and that's a card of marriage and commitment too, but spiritual. Him and my High Priestess, my spiritual masters, my true divines. But certain belief systems, certain structures that have been put into place here, it's all going to start to shift and change, right? I'm not going to lie, I'm seeing a person connected to this. Especially with the Ten of Cups here. That is like fairy tale ending. That is true bliss. That is a card of divine love as well. Complete emotional fulfillment. They all say the Nine of Cups is your wishes coming true. It's preparing you for your Ten of Cups, your true wishes to come true. Let's get one more of this Hierophant. But it is another card of spiritual guidance, spiritual connection. He's my ritualist. It's just going to strengthen the spiritual bond. From both the heartbreak to the reconciliation, but I think this is what's going to be spoken about in a profound way. You've got to remember the theme of this reading, whatever the case, your heart space is about to be completely electrified. You're about to open your heart space again, right? You've got two cards of catalysts of heart awakening, the unconditional, watch the whole thing. I do think you are going to get finally what you for so long wanted from this, but you let go. And it's literally healing, moving on from the past, reconciling, but not just this connection, but the past, understanding what it was all for, all the sorrow, the pain, the heartbreak, right? And I do think you're going to have a shock of kind of the spiritual development when it comes to, like, this is truly the divine card, the divine love. This is it. Joy, right? Fairy tale ending, true emotional fulfillment. White House, white picket fence. Especially with this card here, I just think you're going to have a bit of a shock. The confession. So do you know what? This might really, especially if you handle it gracefully and with stillness, who's the actual deep confession going to come from? Your person. Hierophant, Ten, and maybe that is why you start to see them as this Hierophant and the change in energy too. So that first part, it's going to feel like this person is doing the confession, right? They're just manipulating a situation into their favor, let's be real. But by you choosing grace and coming within and understanding your power, connection to higher self, surrendering to the universal flow of life, just in stillness, planting seeds and germinating, which would be fear, obsessiveness in these people, right? Because this person's games didn't work. It's your person that's going to come in with the true depth of honesty here. No wonder it's leading to this, right? True transformation, new beginning over the endings, because you're finally letting go of the past properly. Wow. So if you choose stillness, that's what's going to push this. I've just got to come in and tell them, right? Because it's them that's already addicted to you and obsessively thinking about you already. They have been for God knows how long. So them knowing that this person's done this, or this person won't be able to sleep. So you just be graceful. They'll come through. That little sun's wanting to stick up there. I think this is more walking away from what didn't emotionally fulfill you. And why this confession ties into why this all happened. Again, it makes sense with the tumultuous lives, the avoidance and all of that stuff. But there could be a part of you that maybe you first hearing this, you just need a bit of time. I want one more for that. But without this, that one cup has thrown everything off balance in this dynamic. So that cup needs to be spilt over. Let's be real. Emperor, their divine masculine strength. I think they're just, you've got Emperor and Hierophant here. Spiritual master, earthly master. I think that, and that I always say, you know, when they're locked in, they're not going to give up. I think once it's on the table, they explain everything. I just think they're going to lock in here, right? You've got some strength here with true masculine energy, true leadership, leading the way. I felt they were going to come in more feminine energy towards you. It's all masculine energy here. Hold on, I just want one more. Two of Cups. You'll be emotional equals. When I see Two of Cups, especially on a spread, yes, soul connection, soul contract, I see it as emotional equals. So how you're gonna see and believe in the transformation of this. They're gonna feel emotionally balanced to you, right? You're gonna believe in the change here. I don't think you're going to question this. And that's what I was feeling with this. I feel you're going to be a little bit shocked. Remember the spiritual practices, how much they've been going within. That dark night of the soul wanted to come out twice. The guided, transforming, the fragmentation. I think you're going to be shocked. But I think you're going to see the equality, duality in one another. Soul connection, in love, union, harmony, happy relationship, reconciliation. But that's what's driving that Emperor, right? They're wanting that. So they're going to lock in, especially when they see your graceful energy towards this. If that's what you want. One more. Oh, but shadow will come up. You'll be tested, and you'll be tested here. But I think this is going to grip them, and it may grip you. So don't walk through with your shadow. Don't walk through with obsession. So they are warning you this will come up. And that is about addictions, sexual desires as well. That could be part of this confession. Whatever the outcome is, and true divines, you constantly have this ignite, amplify each other's triggers to amplify greatness. You'll need good communication through these moments. But even this shadow will be activated. Don't lead with temptation. Don't lead with obsession. And I think that's why you get tested here, to see if you can find surrender and stillness. This could be nice. It really could be. I guess it really just depends on the effort, the structure, and how you... It's if you trust in that development as well, which might take some time for you. Especially something like that coming out, building trust is going to be important. Potential to create something beautiful. But I always say, this again, it's kind of that energy. You can't go from a 10 of swords to a 10 of cups. It'll take time. But if they've really activated into that Emperor Hierophant energy, that's good. Okay. Oh, you got the masculine charm. And remember your last card was the divine masculine charm too. Sun. This has got the name Chloe on it. Citrine. Good luck, good fortune. Libra stone. B and J. High priestess. And that's how you need to be, this collective, right? Sit in mystery. Well, we know that you got two rapid moving charms, and it was storming this whole reading. You got the lightning, and this is a protection charm, but I see it as a chili pepper. I see it as rapid moving, communication through perseverance. Could have just bought a new pet collar as well, especially because you got pets. Maybe you did just get a new pet, but witchy poo. This is my witchy poo charm, the crow. Maybe you've just made some little brews, or you're planning on doing some form of full moon rituals, new moon rituals, eclipse rituals soon, especially something on the 20th of February. I still can't believe that. That's magical. Nothing has been recorded in history with a Saturn-Neptune alignment. 0 degrees in Aries. There's literally nothing ever recorded. Like, it goes back before, how is it? BC, AD, what's all that stuff? The closest we've had is 2 degrees, and I think that was back in 555 or something. It's going to be a big day. You can't even compare it to anything alignment-wise. It's never happened before. And then magic all around, the Venus stuff. I was talking to myself. So 4 came out, then 1, and then 2 to 11. And I said 22nd of November, or I said you could be watching this at 11:22, and then it was 5. So 11th of the 5th, 5th of the 11th. Maybe I meant to do 3 rolls because that didn't pick up. 10 by itself, completion. 4th of the 11th, 11th of the 4th, 19th of the 4th, 12th of the 3rd, 3rd of the 12th. Let's go one more. 19th of the 6th, 18th of the 10th, 5th of the 6th, 6th of the 10th. 6, 6. All right, my loves. I love you guys. And have a beautiful day.